Rebecca, do you feel like we're ready to go?
Yes, we are ready to go.
Wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Spring 2021 Outstanding Graduates Virtual Award Ceremony. My name is Rebecca Galves, proud Aggie and member of class of 2001. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations and so pleased to welcome you here to recognize our brightest and best of our NMSU graduates. However, just before we get to recognize our students, I'd like to take a few special moments and recognize our special guests. Chair of our NMSU Board of Regents, Amu Devastali. Vice Chair, Dina Chacon-Reitzel. Secretary, Arsenio Romero. And our newest regents, Christopher Salcedo and Student Regent Neil Fitzy. I am also honored to welcome our esteemed campus leaders. Chancellor Dan Arvisou is another proud Aggie who graduated from NMSU in 1973 with a degree in mechanical engineering. He later earned his Master of Science and PhD in mechanical engineering from Stanford. Prior to taking the helm with his alma mater, Dr. Arvisou led a long and distinguished career in energy research and development, materials and process sciences, and technology commercialization. Welcome, Dr. Arvisou.
Thank you, Rebecca, and very, very pleased to get a chance to be one of many to congratulate our graduates today, and specifically just the outstanding quality of the students that NMSU produces. I hope and I trust that this might be the last time that I will say, I wish we could meet in person, and I wish we could all be together because there's just no time like the present to really acknowledge and recognize these tremendous individuals with these wonderful accomplishments and looking forward to what they will ultimately all, I think, accomplish in the course of their I'm sure, very productive careers. So I'll start with that, and I'll say I can't help but notice that our those that we're recognizing today, essentially our outstanding graduates, are essentially the best that we produce, and they happen to all be women, which I find incredibly interesting because when I was a student, I remember going to a class, I think C. Quentin Ford was one of our, Dean Bromelo and C. Quentin Ford was our two instructors. There were 400 engineers and 2 women. And I am so pleased that even this year, the outstanding graduate in engineering is actually a woman. So you'll hear more about all of them. And I am so pleased to be able to say, my goodness, a lot of progress in our institution. Let me just say that, first of all, to the graduates, you all are incredibly bright. You're remarkably talented, and I know that you will do tremendous things in your careers. I always say this with a bit of reservations because I'm so humbled by what the quality of the individuals that we're recognizing today. I can assure you that every single one of them performed better than I did as a student. So that perhaps is not saying a whole lot because of my performance, but certainly something that I think they can be proud of for many years to come. As we all, I think, have grown to expect, NMSU is a very special place, and we are the state's land grant. We call ourselves a space grant, and Hispanic serving as well. I think these are roles and titles that really distinguish us and make us unique among our peer groups, and especially in the state of New Mexico. From our very founding, it's been written into the mission that we're to serve the people of our state and surrounding regions, really through education, instruction, and research, and all of the outreach and extension opportunities. And we continue to be faithful to that mission, and we're doing it, I think, exceptionally well. More recently, we've incorporated this idea that social mobility is going to be at the forefront of the things we care about. And that's primarily because, again, we serve a demographic that is in many ways underserved, privileged in a lot of different ways. But when, unlike when it was, 50 years ago when I was a student, we now are invested in every student's success. If you sign up to be an NMSU Aggie, we are invested in the outcomes for you personally. And so in that context, I love the idea that the immersion experience that we have on our campuses allow our students who are doing well to mentor and to be peer supporters for those that are struggling. And so it's an all hands on deck approach. And I think it has served us well, and it will continue to serve us well for the future. It means we're successful at integrating education, research, and extensions. We're able to provide our graduates with something greater than those elements that would have otherwise been there individually. I know that a degree from NMSU will transform you. I can speak from personal experience on that. You'll be able to do a more fulfilling career. You'll have better options. You'll have opportunities to do some of the things that maybe at this point don't even enter your mind, but opportunities will come your way. So, and the degree doesn't just benefit those of you that are now NMSU alums. It benefits your family. It benefits your the group in which your network, the people that which you work with and work for, and it also helps all of the friends and family around you. And so, congratulations on this outstanding achievement. It's now up to you to make the most of it, and I am confident that you will. Go Aggies! Back to you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Dr. Arvisou. We appreciate you. We appreciate your words and all that you do for NMSU. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the NMSU president, Dr. John Floros. Dr. Floros is in his third year as president of NMSU. Under his leadership, NMSU is strategically planning a sustainable future as New Mexico's land-grant institution. Dr. Floros is a renowned food scientist and academic leader. Before his current role as president of NMSU, he was the dean of the College of Agriculture and director of K-State Research and Extension at Kansas State University. Recently, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration recognized him for his distinguished service to the people of the United States as a member of the FDA Science Board. Welcome, Dr. Floros.
Thank you, Rebecca, and welcome to all of you and your families that are able to join us today. I know that each one of you are very proud to graduate from NMSU, and I know all of your families are very proud to see you graduate. So congratulations that you have arrived to this day. Congratulations for this achievement, and my best wishes as you move on to the next step of your life, whatever that may be. For some of you, it may be a graduate degree. For some of you, it may be a job. For some of you, it may be something different. But you have our best wishes from all the Aggies to you. And we're looking forward to your successes. We're looking forward to you not only being successful, but coming back and giving back to this institution and lending your experiences and your wisdom to the students of the future. So let me say just a couple of things. Number one, you have accomplished something that very few people in the world have managed to accomplish. As graduates of a college, of a university, you're part of less than 2% of the population on this earth. Think about it for just a minute. Less than 2% of the people on the planet have a college or a university degree, and a lot less if you're graduating with a master's or a PhD. What does that mean to you? It means you have accomplished something very, very important and very, very serious. But it also means that you have the responsibility to plan, to act, and to take this world to a better future. And you have been prepared for that. We, as a university, we have prepared you to do the best you can to leave this world better, as a better place than what you found. Last night, I was part of a celebration of our Black Student Association, and their theme was, "It's impossible until it's done." And you have persevered through many years of sacrifices, many years of hard work, many years, particularly the last year, of things that you can never imagine that you will have to face. It looked and seemed and sounded impossible, but you have done it. So it's not impossible. So as you look into your future, remember, you're going to find a lot of impossible things. You're going to face a lot of impossible issues, choices, problems, challenges. but they're impossible until somebody does it. And my plan for you is that you will solve that problem. You will solve that challenge because you have the tools. On top of that, not only you're part of less than 2% of the human population, but you're at the top in your college. You have been selected as the best of the best. So more are expected of you. So let me congratulate you one more time. Let me recognize that you have achieved a lot and a lot of expected of you. And let me say one more thing. There was an ancient philosopher that once said that the future of every empire depends on the education of youth. I want to paraphrase that. The future of our planet, the future of the world depends on the education of youth. You've got that tool. Use it wisely because you're an Aggie. Do the best you can to help all of us move forward to a brighter future. So with that, I want to remind all of you that you're Aggies, that you're bold, and you shape your future, but at the same time, you're kind to people that didn't have the luxury of getting a degree, to people that are lesser than you. So be bold, be kind, and go Aggies.
Go Aggies. Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Floros. We also appreciate you very much. Those are very inspiring words. Now I'd like to introduce Derek Dixon, who serves as president of the NMSU Foundation and vice president of University Advancement. Derek has over 2 decades of professional experience in the public and private sector and began his nonprofit fundraising and management career in 2002. Derek has a master's of public service and administration degree from Texas A&M and a bachelor's in agricultural business and economics from NMSU. Prior to returning to NMSU in 2020, Derek led higher education development teams at the Texas A&M Foundation and Auburn University. Derek met his wife, Nikki, while they were both students here at NMSU and are both native to New Mexico. Welcome, Derek.
Thanks, Rebecca, and congratulations to all of our outstanding graduate recipients. It's great to have the opportunity to be here with you today. On behalf of the NMSU Foundation and the alumni family, I'd like to welcome you and your loved ones who are attending the call today. This marks an important milestone in your time here at NMSU, having been selected by your colleges and being celebrated here by the president and the chancellor, the regents and your deans. It really speaks to the significance of this honor that's being bestowed upon you. We've gathered here to recognize your hard work and your tenacity and your drive to excel in your studies. And we appreciate what you've done to make NMSU look good. Thank you for that. Today, you're joining a special group of outstanding NMSU graduates who've gone on to impact their community and the world, as the chancellor and the president said. Somehow, I'm still not sure how, I managed to end up as an outstanding graduate from the College of Aces in 1998. It's been a long time ago, but I speak from experience when I echo President Floros and tell you that today's recognition comes with a certain amount of responsibility. Your professors and your peers and the entire Aggie family, we're counting on you to dream big, to be bold, and to display your Aggie spirit with pride. While your time as a student may be coming to a close here in Las Cruces, you will always be an Aggie, and the story of your life as an NMSU graduate is just beginning. So wherever life takes you, I hope that you'll continue to be an inspiration to future Aggies and a source of pride for everyone who calls NMSU home. We hope to welcome you back someday if you choose to return. I wish you well and congratulations.
Wonderful. Thank you, Derek. So glad you're back at NMSU. The NMSU Alumni Association is proud to honor graduating students from each academic college, as well as master's and doctoral students from the graduate school. This very special honor reflects that as outstanding graduates, these Aggies are recognized as the rising leaders in their fields for their exceptional academic achievements active participation in impactful activities and leadership roles, and extracurricular commitments to the university and their home communities through volunteerism. The NMSU Alumni Association has presented each student with a medal and special diploma frame to proudly display their hard-earned degree from this great university. Now let's begin the program. Each dean will introduce their outstanding graduate. For the College of Agricultural, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences, Dean Rolando Flores.
Thank you, Rebecca. It is a real honor and pleasure for me to have this opportunity to introduce Charlie Simpson. Before I introduce her, I want to follow up a little bit on the statistics that the Chancellor and the President mentioned. Regarding to the student population in the College of ACES, 64% of the students are female. That tells you where is the direction that agriculture is going, and this one is increasing. And another statistic which is important for all of us in the College of ACES is that 1.8 to 2% of the population of this country is dedicated to agriculture. So that tells you of the success that we have in agriculture, that only 1.8% can feed the rest of the 88%. So with this, I want to congratulate Charlie and give a brief introduction about her tremendous success in the college. Charlie is earning degrees in range science and soil science with minors in range management and chemistry. Charlie was selected for the Lloyd Noble Scholars in Agriculture internship and served with NMSU Aggies Go Global program in Ireland. Her research on the grazing habits of Criollo cattle and extensive evaluation of soil samples led to poster presentations for the Society for Range Management at the NMSU Undergrad Research Fair and the Sustainable Southwest Beef Project annual meeting, and as well as winning second place in the undergraduate poster competition at the Texas Annual Society for Range Management meeting. Charlie served as president of the Society for Range Management Student Conclave and participated in the New Mexico State Range Club, the New Mexico Soil Judging Student Organization, the Plan ID team, the Undergraduate Range Management Exam team, and the NMSU Wildlife Society. Charlie has experience through the Cultural Resource Service, the Natural Resources Conservation Service, and the prestigious Noble Foundation. The U.S. Forest Service, New Mexico Game and Fish, USDA Earth Team, and Valleys Caldera are among organizations where Charlie has donated her time. After graduation, Charlie will pursue her PhD in the Department of Ecology and Conservation Biology at Texas A&M University, where she has been accepted to begin her graduate work this fall. Congratulations, Charlie.
Thank you. And if I may, I would quickly like to thank everybody that helped me along my journey. First of all, thank you guys for putting on this Zoom ceremony for us. It sure means a lot to us. You know, I'd like to thank my parents, Darren and Brenda Simpson, my close family and friends for showing me what hard work and success looks like. I'd also like to thank all the NMSU faculty and professors, especially Dr. Andres Sibbles, Dr. April Ullery, Dr. Colby Brungard, and Dr. David Johnson for all their guidance, mentorship, and faith. It really takes a community to raise some outstanding graduates, and I really appreciate all that you guys have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Dean Flores. Oh, wonderful. For the College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Enrico Pontelli.
Thank you, Becca. You know, over the years, I've introduced a lot of students, but, you know, I don't think I've ever introduced somebody who's been so outstanding and as accomplished as Zaira Martinez. And Zaira is graduating not from one program, but from 4 different programs, from the Department of Government, Gender and Sexuality, Criminal Justice, and Spanish, with an outstanding GPA. She's already an accomplished researcher. She has worked on a National Science Foundation grant. She has presented at regional academic conferences and at an NSF research symposium, and she has won multiple academic excellence awards. She has completed an undergraduate honor thesis focused on immigration and settlement in southern New Mexico. Zaira is a leader. She served in many leadership roles while at NMSU, including being the Chief Justice of the Associated Students of NMSU, a peer mentor for bilingual education high school students. She served as an ambassador for the Honors College, as a member of the Student Advocacy Board, and on top of that, as a member of the Pride Marching Band. She has, as I was mentioning, she's an accomplished researcher. She has written annotated bibliographies, she has prepared articles, book-length chapters, co-edited book projects, and planned symposia for the College of Arts and Sciences and the College Assistance Migrant Program Student Council. Her involvement is not limited to NMSU. She volunteered at the Mearshide Center, at the Brown Armory, at the Holy Cross Retreat Center in Las Cruces, and at St. Anthony's Catholic Church in Anthony, where she assisted migrants with contacting their families in the US, aided with meal preparation, helped book their travel to final destination across the US, and even transported people to bus stations and airport. Zaira, I'm very proud of the fact that Zaira is not leaving us. She's actually going to continue her studies at NMSU. She has been accepted into the master program in anthropology, where she plans to continue her research on Central American and Mexican migration. Zaira, we are truly proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Pontelli. I would like to begin by, first of all, thanking the Alumni Association for this award and expressing how honored I feel to be here today. It still feels a little surreal, even though we're a day away from graduation. And as I reflect on the past 4 years, I confirm that I had an army of wonderful people behind me, supporting me at every step of the way. And I really wouldn't have been able to do this without them. I would like to first begin by thanking my family, especially my mom, Velia Renteria, who has been there with me every step of the way, believing in me, supporting me, and motivating me. I would like to thank my second family, NMSU Camp, who has been, as I said, a second family and a home away from home. I am extremely grateful for the support, the guidance that camp has provided for me, and the meaningful friendships and relationships that I have been able to forge with camp staff and other students. And when I think of guidance and support, I think of the wonderful faculty and staff at NMSU, and of course, my femtor, Dr. Cynthia Bejarano, who has been a femtor, a supervisor, a thesis chair, and pretty much anything and everything that I have needed her to be. I am extremely grateful for her knowledge, her guidance, her patience, and her overall mentorship and kindness with me. When I arrived at NMSU 4 years ago, as a first-generation student, sitting here and talking to you all was beyond my imagination, beyond my expectation. And I am extremely grateful for the opportunities that I had at NMSU and for all the people who were supporting me and cheering me on every step of the way. Thank you and congratulations to all the other outstanding grads.
Amazing. Thank you, Zaira. Thank you, Dean Pontelli. For the College of Business, Dean James Hoffman. I think you're muted. Are you muted, Jim?
Yes, I am. Thank you. I will be very happy when we're in person too, so I don't try to talk while I'm muted. So I think we're all looking forward to the post-Zoom era. Absolutely. So I have the pleasure of introducing Madriana, and she's graduating with a Bachelor's of Business Administration and Finance and a Bachelor of Accountancy. Not the easiest majors by far. And she was awarded the Hadley Honors Out-of-State Scholarship and the Out-of-State Competitive Award, as well as 12 other competitive scholarships. Madriana worked for Housing and Residential Life as a resident assistant for 3 years. She was promoted to senior resident assistant and was inducted into the National Residence Hall of Honorary, where she was the top 1% of on-campus student leaders, which are recognized. And I'll tell you, when I was living in the dorm, having a good RA was just critical. So I really have a lot of respect that you did that during your entire college career and were very successful at it. Madriana served as a member, historian, community service chair, and president of the Financial Management Association. She is also a member of Beta Alpha Psi and a Wiley campus ambassador. She participated in Junior Achievement in New Mexico and the Young Achievers Forum, helping to teach financial literacy in elementary age children. And she also donated her time during NMSU's Keep State Great and the Big Event, and at the homeless shelter during the summer, and did an internship with Goldman Sachs. After graduation, Madriana will complete her third summer internship with Goldman Sachs in the Controllers Division in the Salt Lake City office, and then return to NMSU in the fall to pursue her Master's of Accountancy and CPA license. So big round of applause. You've just really achieved a lot, and we're all very proud of you in the College of Business. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean Hoffman. So coming to college, I was only a finance major, and it wasn't until I took my first accounting class that I knew that I loved accounting. This is all because of Professor Dell Spencer, may he rest in peace. He introduced me to accounting, and he was an incredible professor, just like pretty much all the faculty and staff in the College of Business. I would also like to thank all my loved ones in this call. So my mom, my dad, my sisters, my boyfriend, and Jason. They've supported me every step of the way. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it without them. I would also like to thank faculty and staff for always willing to go out of their way to make sure that students feel supported, especially like this past year when our world kind of turned upside down. Finally, I would like to thank the Alumni Association for selecting me to represent the College of Business this spring and for putting on this event. And then also, although I'm not a first generation college student, a special highlight about receiving a college degree was being the first one in my family, along with my twin sister, who's also on this call, to graduate college in the United States. And that's all thanks to God and my parents. And finally, I'm just excited to be coming back in the fall and become a CPA in the near future. Thank you.
That's so wonderful. Congratulations, Mariana. One of a twin. Thank you, Dean. Next is for the College of Education, Dean Henrietta Dixon.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm really excited to be here today and to really honor our outstanding graduate, Amy Ryan. Amy is earning her degree in counseling and community psychology while completing the Master's Acceleration Program for a Master's of Science in Educational Diagnostics. Amy contributed to research about gender expression in clothing and self-identity and self-identifying males. As a research assistant, she worked on developing innovative strategies for examining ways to address college student mental health and educational equity. One of the first things that I would like to add about that is in the College of Education, when we realized during the pandemic that our students were starting to feel disconnected, Amy was one of the first students to volunteer to assist with some 30-minute sessions on helping those students stay connected with the university, with the college, and actually getting in touch with resources that could be helpful to them. So we really appreciate all that Amy has provided. She served as president of the NMSU Counseling Undergraduate Society, College of Education Student Ambassador, managing editor of NMSU's The Roundup, volunteer mentor for the College of Education Democrats, College of Education Mentor Program, peer mentor for NMSU Trio Student Support Services, a member of NMSU College Democrats. She also previously served as secretary for the Counseling Undergraduate Society, secretary for the College of Education Student Council, and crew leader for the Village of Santa Clara. New Mexico Youth Conservative Corps. Amy received awards from the NMSU Trio Student Support Services, the NMSU Counseling Undergraduate Society, and from her publications with the Roundup. Amy also served as a camp counselor for NMSU's Camp Cassine, volunteered for La Pignon's Kid Talk program, participated at NMSU's cleanup events, and volunteered time at various residential facilities in southern New Mexico to offer companionship to elderly residents. Amy has truly been an outstanding student in the College of Education, which is why we are looking so forward to seeing her for about another 5 years, because she will be entering our school psychology PhD program this summer. And we're really excited about all of her accomplishments and look forward to continuing to work with Amy. Amy, congratulations. The faculty are here to support you and honor you. Thank you.
Y'all might hear my coworkers train for me in the background. They're the best. Thank you, Dr. Pichon. That was beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you for remembering the summer. It was, what a time. But yeah, I would like to start off by thanking the Alumni Association for this award. I think receiving this on top of such a difficult year kind of makes it worth it. It was tough. But yeah, I really have to thank my mom and dad, who are my #1 cheerleaders. I love you guys so much. So thank you for giving me everything I needed to be successful here. I love you guys. I'm not a public speaker, so I'll do my best. Yeah, I want to thank my boyfriend, Isaiah, who always believed in anything I wanted to do. He never doubted me any minute of the day. I would also like to thank my wonderful department. And I have amazing mentors, Dr. Peterson, Dr. Royos, Dr. Kalkbrenner, Norma Arieta, Brett Opal, Alejandro Cervantes. You guys have believed in me every step of the way and told me I could do anything I could put my mind to. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I also want to say thank you to my amazing coworkers. I'm here at my work office right now. I work on campus. And yeah, this whole time we've been on the call, I've been hearing them cheering me on. So that's been amazing. But I'm so excited to come back to NMSU this summer, 2 weeks. I'll be back at it again. But yeah, this place has just felt like home, and I've just been so grateful for everything I've been able to accomplish. And I really just thank you all for being here to be part of this special moment. So it feels unreal that I'm graduating tomorrow. And yeah, just thank you everyone so much. I love you all.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you, Dean Pichon.
Thank you.
For the College of Engineering, Dean Lakshmi Reddy.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. And Jesse, congratulations to you. We are very proud of you in NMSU Engineering, not just chemical engineering. And I'm so happy to introduce you to the group. Jessie Linda is graduating with a degree in chemical engineering. She attended NMSU on the prestigious President's Associate Scholarship, along with many other impressive academic scholarships. Jessie participated in Dr. Jessica Houston's research group, working to restore a fluorescence-activated cell sorter to be used in a variety of applications, and has completed internships at Sol Aero Technologies and Chevron Phillips Chemical Company. Her leadership roles included Science Demonstration Chair, Community Outreach, and Secretary for the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, and Omega Chi Epsilon President. She received the Kid Choice Award and Best Hands-On Demonstration Award at Big Brother, Big Sister Discovery Festival. Jessie was also an NMSU Pioneer Leadership Award recipient. During her tenure for American Institute of Chemical Engineers, Jessie organized, led, and participated in over 20 community outreach activities across the state for as many as 2,000 students per event in grades K through 12. In addition, Jessie helped launch the AICHE, American Institute of Chemical Engineers, National K-12 Outreach Program and participated in the first annual American Institute of Chemical Engineers K-12 STEM Outreach competition at the national conference. Following graduation, Jessie accepted a full-time position with Chevron Phillips Chemical Company in Berger, Texas as a process engineer. Jessie, we're also very proud of you. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Dean Reddy. Yes, thank you. I'm very honored to be receiving this award and representing the College of Engineering. So first off, definitely could never have made it here without the support of my parents and my family. You know, it didn't matter what my goals were, what I wanted to achieve. My mom was always there, backing me, supporting me. You know, whatever I needed, she was there to help me. And then I'd also really like to thank everyone in the chemical engineering department. So I know my freshman year, everyone was calling the department La Familia. And I couldn't agree with that more. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know those people. It's a very tight-knit community that's incredibly supportive of everyone that's a part of it. So I've been very, very excited to be a part of that department. And then, of course, thank you to the Alumni Association for this very special award. And then this graduation also kind of has a little bit extra special meaning for my family because I will be the third generation Aggie engineer. So, you know, I guess it's kind of in my blood to be here. So definitely proud to continue that family history. I'm sitting here in the room with both my parents who bachelor's, master's, and then my mom also got her PhD in engineering down here. So definitely a long line of Aggie engineers. So again, thank you to everyone who made this award possible, and congratulations to all the other outstanding graduates.
Amazing, well done. Kudos to you and your whole family. For the College of Health and Social Services, Dean Sonia Cooper.
Hi, everybody. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dexter Zapien. Hi, Dexter. Good to see you. We're so very proud of you at CHSS. Dexter is graduating with a degree in social work and 2 minors in psychology and sociology. In Dexter's internship with the Borderline Rainbow Center of El Paso, they have helped code and compile data to examine the effectiveness of the diversity trainings held by the Diversity and Resiliency Institute of El Paso. Dexter performed a research study that sought to educate the local community on the impact that colorism holds as a mechanism of social inequality within and across cultures. Dexter facilitated listening sessions in El Paso to inform prospective school board members about issues faced by members of the LGBTQ community in the region. Additionally, they have taken the lead as part of a committee organizing 2 community events in observance of Transgender Day of Remembrance and Transgender Day of Visibility in El Paso. Dexter also facilitates groups for LGBTQ teens and younger children who wish to explore the spectrum of gender expression and identity. After graduation, Dexter will continue to expand their knowledge of social work practice by pursuing employment within the field of medical social work, and will return to NMSU to pursue a Master's of Social Work. Thank you, Dexter, for everything and all you do.
Thank you so much, Dean Cooper. I would like to thank the NMSU Alumni Association for this incredible honor, and I would like to thank all of the amazing people in my life who have helped me to come this far. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, my professors, and my amazing colleagues at the Borderland Rainbow Center. You all have no idea how much your compassion and support has meant to me. I would also love to give a shout out to Ms. Zapien's 4th grade class, who is watching all the way from Roswell. I know you have no choice but to be here, but Ms. Zapien tells me you all are awesome at long division, so make sure to be proud of yourselves too. Being in a helping profession is never easy, especially when the only way you see your clients is through a computer screen. Throughout my practicum, providing virtual services often made me feel alienated from my work and unsure of whether or not I was truly doing something. But one day I found myself sitting in a park, anticipating the beginning of an event I had tirelessly poured my heart into. And when that first little kid gathered the courage to walk up to me and ask if I was the nice lady they talked to on Saturdays, all those negative thoughts melted away. At that event, I was able to finally meet some of the many kids and families that I have been able to help in my short time as a social worker. And after it was all over, all I could think was, I want to have this feeling for the rest of my life. So social work has helped me to realize that I am not alone and that now I can ensure that no one else has to be. I don't know what lies past the threshold of the next opening door, but I will not take my next steps with fear in my heart. I will take it with pride. Thank you.
Oh, that's so great, Dexter. They could meet her up. My 4th grade class. Now for the graduate school, master's and PhD awards, Dean Luis Cifuentes.
Thank you, Rebecca. Let me begin by congratulating all of the undergraduate recipients of this award, and especially thanking those of you who have decided to go on to a graduate program at New Mexico State University. So let me begin by recognizing Mariana Corkill, who is earning a Master of Social Work. During her graduate studies, she received the Paul D. Corverdale Fellowship as a returning Peace Corps volunteer and the Student Training and Education Across Clinics and Hospital Award. As an active researcher for the Center on Immigration and Child Welfare in work funded by the Kellogg Foundation, Mariana won first place at the NMSU Research and Creativity Week. She also co-presented for the colloquium series on racial equity, education, and health, held by the University of Texas at Austin and at the 40th Annual National Association of Social Work New Mexico Professional Conference. Mariana served as president of the Graduate Student Social Work Association, representative for the Hispanic Council and Chicano Programs for ASNMSU's Continuing Diversity Board, and led efforts for the Save the Children Action Network. Mariana served as a community emergency responder and a member of the Peace Corps in Panama, and has volunteered at the NMSU COVID vaccination distribution site. She also completed an internship as a hospice bereavement grief counselor. Upon graduation, Mariana will participate in a fully funded critical language scholarship program with the U.S. Department of State. She later plans to return to the U.S. to seek opportunities with the Department of Veterans Affairs and eventually work towards becoming a licensed clinical social worker. Congratulations, Mariana.
Thank you so much, Dean Luis Cifuentes, and thank you to the Alumni Association for the special recognition and ceremony as we celebrate each other today. I cannot express my gratitude enough for all the social work faculty for their patience and flexibility, as we know, especially during this last year. To Dr. Megan Fino Velasquez, Dr. Michelle Perez Lopez, Professor Olga Cavada, Dr. Erica Gergerich, and the Director of Social Work, Dr. Hector Diaz. A very special thank you to my practicum supervisor, MSU Valley Hospice, Susie Facio, who's here today, and Dr. Anayeli Lopez for always being their caring selves and mentoring me along the way. To my housemates and returned Peace Corps volunteers, my dearest friends of mine, for your support and your own successes that inspire me. And of course, I cannot accept this without always acknowledging my mom and dad, John and Adela Corgill, and the rest of my family who have always dealt with my ambitious plans that tend to be out of state or out of country. And to Riley, my partner, who has taught me to work harder and love myself. So in preparing for the speech, we were asked to give a little, heartfelt message. So just a trigger warning, because I am a social worker and this can get deep, right? So the first semester of NMSU, I experienced a mental health crisis and was assessed for suicidal thoughts during my first final meeting for practicum. I was depressed, I was anxious, and I was struggling to heal from a traumatic event, all while adjusting to life back in the US and trying to do graduate school. I did not know at the time how I would get out of that deep black hole, and I prayed to God to illuminate the way. A lot of hard work later and self-love, which is continuous and forever, I am here. So to those in that deep black hole or have been there, especially students, I see you, I hear you, and I love you. As for plans after graduation, as mentioned, I'll be driving down to Baja California and I'll be completing the critical language scholarship. It's in Portuguese, but it's Mexico, they don't speak Portuguese, so it will be virtual. And receiving an advanced college degree is new in my immediate family. And I never thought that I would be here as an outstanding graduate, let alone graduating like with my graduate studies, right? And I'm still processing how I got from A to B. So as a Mexican-American woman, a friend, a partner, a sister and aunt, and a daughter and a granddaughter, I take this as recognition and I share it with those who helped me get here. So thank you all.
Thank you, Mariana. I get to continue. I have the honor of acknowledging 2 awardees. Next, Jackie Beth Shilka is earning a Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology. She received the Outstanding Graduate Assistant Award in the Merit-Based Fellowship Enhancement, among other scholarships. In her research, Jackie Beth examined the use of student-centered pedagogy in dance contexts through an activist approach to teaching. Jackie Beth contributed to a recently published book chapter in school physical education and teacher education and earned first prize at NMSU's 2020 Research and Creativity Week. Jackie Beth held memberships in Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, American Educational Research Association, National Dance Education Organization, Multicultural Educators Graduate Student Organization, and Society of Health and Physical Educators. She was also involved with groups such as Youth on the Move and Project in Motion. Further, she and her peers have been pioneering a new health and physical education graduate student forum. Locally, Jackie Beth worked with the J. Paul Taylor Academy, taught high school PE classes, and volunteer choreographed performances in downtown Las Cruces. Statewide, Jackie Beth served as a peer reviewer for physical education and sport pedagogy, worked with teens as part of the Vocati Institute, and participated in organizing the West Texas Girls Conference. Internationally, she worked with the medical campaign Cura in Brazil and the bilingual youth camp Roots. She is also a board member for CL, Changing Lives, connected with the Halfway House in Itu, and is on the traveling team with Come Before Winter. Following graduation, Jackie Beth will begin a postdoctorate position with Dr. Kim Oliver here at NMSU. Congratulations, Dr. Shilka.
Greetings. My name is Jackie Beth Shilkut, and I'm graduating with a doctorate of philosophy in kinesiology from the College of Education with a concentration in dance pedagogy. I'd like to thank the NMSU Alumni Association for this honor, and to Dr. Kim Oliver, my faculty advisor, who has been an outstanding advocate, teacher, question asker, question receiver, as well as collaborator. It's with a great deal of gratitude that I want to express thanks for all of you and all of those people who have walked through life with me, who have shared the heartaches and struggles, who have witnessed great beauty, with whom we have celebrated landmarks of life, and those who have helped me learn how to express dance and ideas with physicality and verbal language. I'm thankful to Raquel and Oscar for helping me get integrated into NMSU and the research, to Debbie and the dance department faculty, for my dissertation committee for their insights and supports, to the students who investigated this research with us, and to my own teachers, many of you who are here today from elementary school all the way through college and graduate work. For those of you for fostering spaces where imagination could flourish, and for the ways that you created community. To my family, I'm thankful for your love and support across this process. Thanks to my parents, Tracy and Brian, for your lifelong encouragement and for sharing of your own creativities. Thank you to my sister Erin for the snacks and the help and the laughter. To my grandparents, my extended family, my family of choice, thank you for living into your curiosities and for sharing the arts with me. To my rock star friends and colleagues, Brandy, Kara, and Megan, thank you for the ways you've lived your own passions. Our interactions have enriched my doctoral experience through the reflections, advice, help, knowledge, stories, tips, and resources shared. And to my friends tuning in from Brazil, e pelos meus brasileiros, obrigado por tudo. Agradeço sua hospitalidade, suas amizades, nossas aventuras e as maneiras que nossos amigos continuam para desafiar a outro, para levar seus próprios dons, para abençoar a comunidade. Essas coisas me encorajam e me levam vida. Obrigado por compartilhar vocês mesmos comigo. Vamos celebrar em breve com brigadeiro. When I think of snapshots from my time at NMSU, I'll remember the smell of the library associated with opening up books that would open new questions and lines of thought. I'll remember trying to line up next to my classmate Janelle in ballet class so that we could push ourselves to travel full out all the way across the floor and leaping combinations. I'll think of pandemic writing retreats to work on my own dissertation. And I'll think of students' excitement as they made connections and explored their own curiosities. After graduation, I'm starting the postdoctorate position here at NMSU to continue the research on the activist approach. And I look forward to continuing to dance and collaborate and explore. One of the highlights of this degree is that now I can live up to our 6-year-old friend Henley's honorary title of becoming Dr. Ballerina. Thank you all again. Paz para suas casas.
Congratulations. Gracias, Jackie Beth. Thank you, Mariana. Dean Cifuentes. Thank you so much. Along with honoring our outstanding students, I would like to acknowledge the families. We know just how proud you are of your students' accomplishments and for all they have done throughout their time at NMSU. Thank you for the support and sacrifices you have also made to help them get here today. I would also like to thank the wonderful team that coordinated this gathering today, Seneca Reyna and Caroline Garcia. Thank you, thank you. I'm honored to work with you both and appreciate you beyond words. And on behalf of the NMSU Alumni Association, New Mexico State University, I would like to congratulate each of our outstanding graduates on their distinguished honor you've received today. You have all made us so incredibly proud. Please help me in celebrating these outstanding students one more time. Wonderful job, wonderful job. Thank you for joining us during this special virtual celebration. Have a fun, safe, amazing commencement weekend. Good luck.
Go Aggies!
Go Aggies! Congratulations. Great job, everyone.
Thank you.